Okay, hello everyone. Today is Sunday, September 28th, 2025. This should be a quick video. So, I do not know if you are aware or not, but um, there is, I guess we could call it a rumor, although I believe God's telling me that it's true. There is a rumor regarding a particular conglomerate, shall we say, a particular store. And I'm not going to say its name verbally in the video, and I'm not going to put it in the title of the video. I think the Lord is telling me that maybe I can put it in like code in the description box for you. This will be relevant to those in, I guess, North America, because that's where these stores are. It's in the USA, it's in Canada, it's in Mexico. Okay. It's the most common store I think there is. Okay. So there is, I guess we'll say, a rumor regarding how some lights are going to be or are being replaced in these stores. And there's another key word that describes the kind of light it is that God's telling me not to say that because he doesn't want the video to be taken down. But these lights are said to trigger one's in their physical body, one's fight or flight response, which is basically anxiety, fear, etc. And it basically affects the circadian rhythm, which will negatively affect sleep, etc. Now, if you pull this up on the internet, or at least through Google anyway, if that's your browser, which, by the way, I do believe God was just telling me last night that he wants me to switch my browser, but I haven't figured out which one he wants me to switch to yet. But you know how these days it gives you the AI overview. Well, I've been catching AI lying lately, which is not a surprise when we know it's the kingdom of darkness, okay? I personally believe that God's been telling me that it is the AC, shall we say, okay? But I digress. So when I pulled it up, the AI said that, oh, it's just a rumor, it's not true, blah, blah, blah. I believe God is saying, I believe Holy Spirit has told me that it is true. And just this past week, and I've been aware of this for maybe, I don't know, a couple weeks, few weeks. And I've prayed about it here and there, and the Lord said, no, you don't have to concern yourself with it yet, not yet, not yet. Well, now the Lord has told me, you are done shopping physically in this store. I'm allowed to shop online and order things online, but I am not permitted by him to go shop physically in that store anymore, which means that I'm going to have to, get stuff elsewhere, obviously, or have it shipped or whatever, which in a way is good because it puts some business elsewhere. But he wanted me to come on here and share this with you. You need to take this back in prayer to Yeshua the Christ of Nazareth and ask him for instruction. That's your responsibility, as it says in 1 Thessalonians. Test everything, hold fast to what is good. That is your responsibility, okay? But I believe that God is telling me that this rumor is true and that this store is replacing their lights, and that this is the effect that the lights will have, a negative effect on your physical body, on your physical well-being. And I was even asking God regarding all the deliverance that I've gotten, all the infilling of the Holy Spirit that I've gotten, all, how all my openings have been closed or are in the process of being closed, that, basically nothing from the kingdom of darkness can come in anymore. And I believe God said that this is something in the natural. And so therefore it's like separate from getting your deliverance. When stuff is in the natural, that still can affect you in a certain sense. So, he has told me to stop physically shopping in this particular franchise conglomerate store no more. Okay. And the symbol of this store, I've shared this on the channel before, but It correlates with, the kingdom of darkness, old gods of, what is it, Moloch. The symbol of the store can bring or have attached to it spirits of, I believe it's death. And I've shared that on the channel before, which is why I was cutting the symbol out of my receipts before I put them in my filing cabinet. It's why I never, once God pointed that out to me, I stopped using their bags. I would bring in my own bag so that I wasn't having that symbol of death in my home, in my domain. But I believe God is telling me to stop physically shopping in that store, which is going to be a lifestyle change, because this store is one of those stores where you get everything there pretty much, right? Not that I got everything there, but there was just certain staple items that I would get there, and now I have to go somewhere else, and so be it. But God told me to share this with you, so I guess check the description box below. I'm gonna put it in like code, if you haven't figured out what store I'm talking about, but it's in North America. It's all over the place, okay? The two colors that it really uses is like blue and yellow, okay? So God told me that the rumor is true, that they are replacing the lights with lights that will negatively affect people's circadian rhythm, their physical well-being. It will trigger anxiety and fear, like physically in the body, negatively affecting sleep and so forth. So that is the warning, and that is the exhortation. Stop physically shopping in that type of store. Go somewhere else, give your business somewhere else, or if you have to get it from them, order it online. So I'll put my email address below in the description box for you if you have any questions about this, but this is what God told me to do. He said to put out a warning to stop shopping at these stores, okay? Is there anything else you wanted me to say, Yahweh? Yeshua, Holy Spirit. I believe that's it. So I bless you all in the name of Yeshua, the Christ of Nazareth.